My name is Moon Petrie, and we are closing in on the end of camp. I have continued to work on my revision every single day. On the 25th, I made it to the point where I only had 2 chapters left. In this first pass through, that includes most of the climax, although it ends with just realizing, although you feel like you've resolved everything and there's a solution, suddenly there's this major complication coming at you. That was mostly more along the lines of problem solving and negotiation. And then on the 26th, I did the part where there's the more violent confrontation, and it needed a bunch of work because I had sort of changed how I wanted it to be resolved, and so I dealt with that. And then the sort of aftermath, I keep finding things where I just want to play with the language. I have a problem with not separating paragraphs when say the protagonist is speaking and then someone else has like a physical reaction but isn't speaking, and then the protagonist speaks again. I keep finding that as like all one paragraph. So I'm like separating those out. That has the whole denouement, resolution, and aftermath kind of thing. Again, some of that had to change because of how I changed how things ultimately played out in the earlier chapters. And I got to the end, but I knew that there were things that I still was very clear on that I needed to work on. So on the 27th, I worked on mostly these 2 specific things. There's one thing about setting where the real world initial setting has this connection to the fairy setting that I hadn't established well. And so I went back through the whole manuscript trying to find the spots where I could drop in a little hint of that. And then the other thing was this type of magic that the fairies have, they needed to have for plot reasons, and I needed to work in clearer examples of actually being able to see it happening. And so I did those things on the 27th. That does not clear everything up. There are other things that I know I need to work on, and there are other things that I know that I will find as I go back through. So at this point, I don't know if I'm going to target specific things the way that I was doing on the 27th, or if I'm going to start back at the beginning with a list of things to be on the watch for and comb through slowly that way. I feel like either could be okay. I feel like I am making a ton of progress, and again, it's hard to see how good the product is or isn't when you're in the process, but I know it's a lot better than it was a month ago. I continue to feel encouraged about it and motivated to work on it, and I also am finding I have another book that's been through more revisions, and I had some feedback on it from Eva. Her YouTube handle is just Eva, and she has a website called Bookend Lane. So she read this other book of mine, also Portal Fantasy, and gave me some amazing feedback. And I just am feeling in this revision swing of things, like as soon as I get to a point where I'm willing to put this down, hand it off. I have 2 betas who are gonna take a look at it for me, I hope. And you know, when I get to that point, I kind of want to just stay in the revision mindset and switch to working on that one. So I think that's a good sign that, you know, that I'm feeling this motivated. I'm having a good time with revision. I feel like it helps me to just keep making progress. Not just on this, but on other things that need that revision eye from me. In 80s entertainment news, we have had a bunch of fun, and I did not get a video clip of myself doing the Jane Fonda workout. I did yesterday. Just the middle portion of this video, which is the aerobics for half an hour. I had a fantastic time because I have a good sense of humor about myself. I do not do left and right very well, so I did not have clarity about which foot went where when. It was pretty silly, but it was a lot of exercise and a lot of fun and made me laugh. So I will probably be doing that again. Kids are having other sorts of fun. Look at this amazing thing that I've found. The little short seams. Yeah, this isn't vintage, this is brand new. Do you like it? My kids are about to try these for the first time.
Good. Is that whipped cream in it?
What do you think it is?
Whipped cream.
Whipped
wafers.
These are called Twinkies.
Cute name. Good name for a fox or a hamster.
I have a few more great 80s things planned, and then an excellent celebration on the 31st that I'm really looking forward to. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, I am Moon Petrie, and good luck with these last, oh my goodness, 4 days of camp.